Alright, here we go. Critiquing LGU Theater number 2. Taking apart JoKeR5O9. Alright, we got a little music happening. You got a few establishing shots.
This is the United States military base.
Alright, show the flag. Patriotic, nice.
A couple of hours ago, it was taken by the enemy.
Okay, he's trying to set up a little story. Not bad.
We were attacked. Our forces were outnumbered.
We can get to the action anytime now.
They napalm striked us. We were outtaken.
Outtaken?
But
Shouldn't that have been outgunned or
I couldn't take
perhaps
this.
outmaneuvered? Is there a reason you keep saying take?
I got my group together.
Did you take your group together?
We are striking back. We arrived here in this helicopter.
Oh, good lord, you gonna show us the Johns where they took a dump next? Oh, for God's sakes. Where we took a dump. Okay, at least he'll stop saying take.
And we're taking our base back.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, I'm being a bit of a dick here for no reason. It was pretty good in the opening here. Then the music kicks in. Now we're going to turn that down a bit now. Now, when you compare this to the first entry, this was a marked improvement over the first one. Now, of course, after we're watching this, I realized, I kept thinking to myself, why didn't I pick this as my favorite? Then I remembered, oh yes, the music! Much like every other LGU theater submission, the music had to go back 2 or 3 or 4 times, or just be rejected outright, because you couldn't find a legal piece of music. A nice little grenade toss, and quite a decent use of the dolly cam system. But is he overusing the dolly system? I think he is. But this is a very subjective personal preference. There's a fine line between doing things correct and doing things the way I would prefer them done. Like what a lot of what the last video did, Steezy, was a lot of stuff that was incorrect. In this case, though, even though I'm not a big fan of this, of all the different movements, you can't say, I can't say that it's wrong. It's not perfect, in my opinion. Like right here, why are we seeing this guy just wandering along? Okay, now we see the setup, but to me, that's the biggest problem. There are too many moments where we're just seeing people running around, not doing anything, not getting into the action. I mean, even the opening, which was a nice setup. I appreciate the fact that he tried to, do a nice little story, give it an extra meaning there. But even that lasted like a minute before we got into the action. This is the internet. You've got 30 seconds tops. You gotta, get to it fast. A lot of people won't wait that full minute before the action starts. And again, even though we're seeing a lot of good dolly cam usage, it's not 100%. Like, so you gotta be closer to the deaths. Like here, okay, so we're doing, he jumps down. See, did he kill him? I couldn't really 100% tell there. We've seen some decent movements, but like I said, to me personally, I think this is an overuse of the dolly cam system. It's like you're just trying to get a lot of movement and hope people think it's awesome. And it took me a while to figure out why I didn't like this, or why I wasn't a big fan of all this dolly cam usage. Okay, perfect instance where we should have had some slow motion. You had a couple of really nice deaths there that would have been perfect to highlight that slow motion. Again, we're seeing just a lot of movement. We're seeing a lot of people moving around. It's like establishing shots, editing. Okay, that was a decent foreshadowing there. I did like that, the way it moved in on the glowing claymore. But the thing about editing is it's about pacing. It's about the beats. It's like music, It's like 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. Or like 1, 2, cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 1, 1. No, it's like that. You can add a lot more movement, a lot more action, a lot more. Even if it's not really action, it can seem like it's faster. It can seem like you're moving around a lot more just by editing, and just by editing fast. Now, one of the big problems with that is that winds up creating a lot more work for you. if you got to do all those cuts. But if you do it right, like I said, you can create emotion, tension, all kinds of great feeling with editing. I cut so I can feel. But that's what it's about, and that's why I'm not a big fan of this overuse of the dolly cam system. No, in my opinion. Now, at the same time, because of the dolly cam system, this may be a new form of editing, of the long take. But again, if you're gonna give me a long take, there needs to be constant action during that long take. You're giving me too many moments where just people were just running around, where you couldn't see action. There was no establishing shots. But if you can get a great scene where you can do that properly, I definitely think that the dolly cam system could become something really cool. And here's a little homework: if you want to see a movie that shows you a great long editing shot where a lot of action happened in one take that you didn't think should be able to happen in one take, check out Children of Men. And for standard editing, for a great example of standard editing, check out the Raiders of the Lost Ark, one of the classics. The truck chase especially. There's literally, you don't go more than 3 seconds before there's a cut. And all those cuts, add up to action. Alright. Okay, we're way over time here. Until next time, thanks for watching.